I'm actually a big fan of science fiction because I think it's a very innovative genre. I think it can be very political. I think it can make interesting ideological statements. And I also just really enjoy the fantasy of it, the stories behind it, and just the idea of what the future might look like really interests me. Thinking of science fiction films, I think one of my favourite is Blade Runner by Ridley Scott. I think it's a really fantastic film, and based on a Philip K. Dick book, which is called Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep? And also another film that I really enjoy, a science fiction film, is Minority Report, and that's also based on a Philip K. Dick book. Of course, the Star Wars and Star Trek, that are kind of the famous science fiction movies of the 20th century. Okay, items that are indispensable to me at the moment. I would say definitely my smartphone. I didn't realise how much I needed one until I had one. Also my laptop. I've just got a new laptop and it's proving to be brilliant. I can use it anywhere I go, and I've just found all sorts of amazing benefits to it for my studies. What items of technology did people not have 20 years ago? Well, very few people had mobile phones 20 years ago. Laptops, of course, which is so ubiquitous now. People wouldn't have had those. Also, DVD players and DVDs as a technology in general. And basically lots of digital technologies. The limits of technology and the negative aspects of technology, I guess it can sometimes stop people socialising face to face. With Facebook and other social media, people start to communicate more via the internet than they do in real life. And perhaps it's making people more introspective, less likely to leave their house. I also think we rely on technology maybe too much. So, for example, if my smartphone stopped working, I wouldn't know how to find my way around the city because I need my Google Maps. Okay, and finally, what do I know about the Titanic disaster? Well, I know that it was a ship that was apparently never meant to sink, and so it was a particular surprise when it did. There was a movie made about Titanic with Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio, which I'm sure most of you have seen. And it sank because it hit an iceberg. And one of the really sad things about it is that there weren't enough lifeboats. So many of the poorer people on the ship weren't able to get off, and many people died.